morning and welcome to Better with Bret. Well, today I'm going to tell you it's all about migraines. I don't know how many of you have them, but man, mine have been really debilitating this year. I've had 15 to 20 migraines a month, and it's been hard. And I've been trying to get on Botox for migraines because I know it helps relieve the migraine pressure in your head, and you only have to do it once every 3 months. But I hadn't been stuck on these pills that I know are no good for your liver. And they keep wanting to put me on other drugs. They put me on some mind-altering drugs. And I said, there's just no way I'm going to be on those. I want to try to do this naturally. And I thought, well, Botox is safe. And I'm going to tell you, I've used it on my forehead. I haven't. But I have over the last 10 years because, man, those little wrinkles, they'll start adding up if you don't take care of them. So I thought it's more natural because it just really affects the area and you don't become addicted to it because it's only once every 3 months. So it's not something like if I stopped getting Botox a year ago when I did, the lines didn't all come back, but also you're not addicted to it. It's not like I have to do it. These pills, man, they get you hooked on them, then you got to be on them. I don't want to be hooked on something that's $696 a month, which this pen they want me to try next is. Instead, just let me try something natural. The insurance just will not do it. I'm fighting with doctors. I've been to neurologists. I've been to doctors. I got 2 torn muscles in my shoulder that are affecting 4 bad discs in my neck because I was in a motorcycle accident when I was young and a bad car accident, ski jumping accident. So nonetheless, I have migraines. I'm sure a lot of people, you have injuries like I have, and it's been hard my whole life working around those injuries. So I focused a lot on body weight exercises. Anyone that's ever seen me in the gym, I'm very intensive on pull-ups and dips, and I walk around carrying weight plates. But I don't do a lot on heavy weights because I just always am tearing old injuries. And you don't want to be tearing old injuries. It's bad. And I'm getting worked up about it right now. But I found a lot of ways to fix things, all using the weight of your body. And I know that a lot of people call it yoga. I call my own exercises Better with Bret is what I'm calling them. But it's whatever you want it to be. Doing what makes your body feel good. Well, here's why. After all these migraines, 2 months ago, I got the realization that Botox just loosens the muscles in your head. And I'm like, well, you know, I saw an episode of Ancient Aliens about head binding and how they found these elongated skulls and did they bind the heads or are they alien heads? And I thought, well, why don't I just mash my head? So I started standing on my head 2 months ago and worked it up a little bit more each day. And now I do 4 5-minute sessions, like 2 5-minute sessions in the morning and 2 5-minute sessions at night, just while I'm watching TV. And if you can't do 5 minutes, just do 5 5-minutes, 5 1-minute sessions, whatever you can do, slowly build that up. Now, I'm not saying this is medical advice. Here's who I check with. I check with a chiropractor. I check with a chiropractor over a doctor because all the doctor's going to want to do is tell you to use pills and surgery. So check with your chiropractor. Have him analyze your neck. See what you're capable of. Start with partial something. Just start working getting your head, pushing on your head, whether you're just kneeling and pushing on your head. What I found is I've 11 days without a migraine, and I was really paranoid because 11 days ago, my prescription did not get renewed because they cut me to 10 migraine pills a month and still charged me the same $20 as a full 30-day supply. And they said, well, you can only have 10 migraines a month. I'm like, how can I only have 10 migraines a month? You can't change my dosage because we change insurance companies. They change my dosage from 30 pills to 10. And I'm like, I don't even know how I'm going to do this. So I'm all paranoid because they couldn't refill my prescription till Friday, and I only got 2 pills left. I got 1 at home and 1 at work, just in case I have one either place. And all of a sudden, it really kicked in, and it started working, and I haven't had a migraine in 11 days. And it was going away. I did have this really bad time during those last 2 cold snaps where we had those frosts. My head was going to explode, and I thought, well, this headstand stuff isn't working. These were terrible, but maybe weather-related ones, this can't help. I don't know for sure. These might be stress-related ones. Mine are sometimes done by motion because if I step off a curb wrong or something like that, I just jar my head, I can get an instant migraine. Or if I sneeze too hard, cough too hard, I can get a migraine. And like, these are debilitating migraines. Well, right now I'm going to show you the handstands and show you how they work, the headstands, and make sure you're up against a wall or you have a bed or a couch or something behind you when doing this. Make sure there's nothing that you can get hurt in the way, no furniture, sharp objects, nothing you can fall into. Start with your knees low. All right, I hate to do the shot like this, but I have to show the effect of how this works. You want to get close to a wall so that you don't tip backward. Then you take your hands, plant them firmly at shoulder width. And then we're going to lift our knees up and put your knees on your elbows. Now, if you're good here, this may be a really good place to start. Feel your balance. You're just holding your toes planted on the ground. Have your elbows and your knees touching. So they just hold you right there. Now, if you can just watch TV for 2 5-minute sessions in the morning and 2 5-minute sessions at night, just doing this, you've got it. Okay, if you want to do something a little bit harder, once you get your balance and bearing, then pull your knees up. Okay, then try them like that. And that adds a little additional weight on your head. You'll feel the difference. It'll add a few more pounds of pressure on your head. But now you're still having pressure on your hands. It's equally kind of distributing it right now with your knees on there. So slowly, you can also rise up to this position right here. You put the palms of your feet together. Hold that position right there. Now this is a very safe position because you can get your feet down quickly if you start to tip. You have a nice low center of gravity. Because when you put your feet way up in the air, you get tippy easy. It's kind of like a big building in the wind. All right. Some other things you can do. Put your feet out to the sides. It's a nice stretching exercise. You're also making sure to keep weight on your hands. You don't want to put all the weight on your head because otherwise you could fall backward. But make sure there's always a bed, a couch, or a wall behind you. Use the legs and point the toes. As good a stretch as you can. Might even want to think about pulling in your abs, holding them in. Keep your abs in at all times. If you always walk around thinking someone's going to kick you in the abs, you'll have better abs. Makes you think about them. It's that conscious effort throughout the day that adds up. If you correct 100 things by 1%, you get a 100% increase in your life. A lot of people don't think of numbers. I'm a numbers guy. But so here's all we got to do is hold this position now. Whatever position you choose, you can switch between positions. Point your toes down, spread your toes, flex your feet, pull it back in, soles, palms of the feet together, back down slowly to elbows, back to the floor, and roll out. So now I'm 11 days migraine free. And I got a little emotional in that video. I don't believe it started working right when I ran out of pills and right when I was arguing with the company about the prescription. It's just the timing's unbelievable. I've learned a lot of things too now. You sometimes want to sit down because you get almost a little dizzy and tippy and you need to catch your breath after that. That is a workout. You're utilizing a lot of stabilizer muscles. Really, you can feel your energy flows in your whole body when you turn the blood flow around and then bring it back down. You feel it in your whole system. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Better Than Bret with Better.